Spider-Man. Brand New Day is set to release at the end of July. By now, most fans have probably watched the official trailer, the latest trailer, TV spots, press conferences, interviews, and promotional events. According to people who allegedly attended the movie's test screenings, the film's climax is said to be incredibly tragic. Based on those reports and various online rumors, it seems that by the end of Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Peter Parker, Spider-Man himself, dies. Now, if Spider-Man really does die, what happens next? Most Marvel fans probably already have an idea, but we'll get to that in a moment. One thing that still hasn't been officially revealed is the movie's main villain. According to rumors, the primary antagonist is Jackal. There are actually a few reasons why many people believe this. Let's start with the Amazing Spider-Man number 129, released in 1974. On the cover itself, we see the Punisher making his debut as a vigilante hired to eliminate Spider-Man. And who hires him? None other than Jackal. We all know what happens next. Punisher eventually fights Spider-Man but is defeated. Spider-Man reveals the truth, that he's not the villain, and Jackal has been manipulating Punisher all along to carry out his own twisted plans. After learning the truth, Punisher turns against Jackal and seeks revenge. Now, I'm not saying Brand New Day will adapt the storyline exactly, but something similar could definitely happen. There are also rumors that Sadie Sink's character is actually Jean Grey. In the newest trailer, William Mercer and the Department of Damage Control, DODC, appear to be hunting a mutant, possibly Jean Grey. It's possible that Jean Grey escaped from DODC custody somehow. Since William Mercer is rumored to hate mutants, he may manipulate Spider-Man into believing Jean Grey is a dangerous villain and send him after her. We already know that Jean Grey is an Omega-level mutant with extremely powerful telepathic and telekinetic abilities. Throughout the trailer, we even see multiple people apparently being mind-controlled using psychic powers. But here's another possibility. Maybe it isn't Jean Grey controlling everyone. Maybe it's Jackal. Or perhaps Jackal has manipulated Jean Grey into using her powers against others. At one point in the trailer, someone tells Spider-Man that he's the only person who is immune to Jean Grey's psychic abilities, and the only one capable of sensing them. That actually makes sense. Spider-Man possesses his famous spider sense, which could help him resist Jean Grey's psychic influence. Maybe not completely, but at least long enough to fight back. Of course, Jean Grey may still be able to control him briefly using her immense psychic power. However, there is something many people missed in the trailer. Spider-Man isn't the only one who's immune to Jean Grey's mind control. There's someone else. Frank Castle, the Punisher. It's often said that manipulating or mind-controlling Punisher is nearly impossible. Compared to ordinary humans, Frank Castle has incredibly strong mental defenses, built through years of military training, unimaginable trauma, and unwavering determination. In Marvel Comics, Punisher has even resisted and survived Ghost Rider's penance stare. So it's entirely possible that, just like Spider-Man, Punisher is also resistant to Jean Grey's psychic powers. Now let's look at another comic. In Ultimate Avengers number 4 from 2011, Spider-Man is shown bleeding to death while lying in Captain America's arms. In that storyline, it is actually Punisher who indirectly causes Spider-Man's death. Punisher attempts to assassinate Captain America in order to permanently end the superhuman conflict. Spider-Man jumps in front of the sniper bullet meant for Captain America, sacrificing his own life to save him. According to current rumors, the movie may include a very similar scene. However, instead of sacrificing himself for Captain America, Spider-Man might sacrifice himself to save Jean Grey, or even save Punisher himself. The reason I'm bringing this up is because another comic mirrors this moment. In the Civil War comic released in 2006, Spider-Man is brutally beaten by villains Jack-o'-lantern and Jester. Punisher rescues the severely injured Spider-Man and carries him to Captain America's secret base. Just as Captain America holds the dying Spider-Man in Ultimate Avengers, Punisher carries the wounded Spider-Man in Civil War. Now here's the interesting part. What if I told you a leaked image from Spider-Man? Brand New Day appears to recreate that exact comic scene. At first, I thought it was AI generated, but apparently it isn't. A leaked photo currently circulating online supposedly shows Spider-Man badly injured while Frank Castle carries him toward a hospital. If that's true, then something very similar to those comic storylines could happen in the movie. All these clues seem to point toward one shocking possibility. Peter Parker dies at the end of Spider-Man, Brand New Day. But here's the important part. Spider-Man's death probably won't be permanent. Most Marvel fans already know what could happen next. Venom, The Venom symbiote could revive Spider-Man and bring him back from death. After bonding with the symbiote, Spider-Man could return in either Avengers, Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars, this time wearing the iconic black symbiote suit. If the post-credit scene of Spider-Man, Brand New Day ends with the Venom symbiote bonding with Peter Parker's body, I honestly can't think of a more perfect ending for the movie. And that's why I believe Spider-Man will eventually return in Avengers Secret Wars wearing the black suit.